Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I am back for another low vision spotlight game video. And if you're a fan of the series, you'll already know what we're looking at because of this great theme song here. Kind of a cool title screen as well, but we are finally taking a look at The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. So I covered the original Oblivion several years ago on my channel, and I played the ever-loving hell out of this game when it came out. I think it was like 2006 or so. I had just gotten a fairly beefy PC that would run it really well. I remember my friend and I would get on Skype back in the day, and we'd just be playing our own games and be like, "Oh, dude, I found this thing over here. I found this quest," or "I found this really cool item," and it was just fun to just BS and play. But man, I must have put at least 200-300 hours into the original version of this game. And this one, the remaster, it's pretty cool. I like it overall. They do have some very nice graphical updates. They have, I don't know that they've really tweaked the gameplay much. I mean, I guess they said that they have tweaked the combat some. I mean, it does feel a little bit better. But one thing that Bethesda games, especially these open world games, are known for is kind of their open world jank. There's tons and tons of stuff you can do in them, but boy howdy is there some jank. So we're just going to take a look at a little bit of the gameplay here so you can kind of see what the game is like, what the UI is like, and you know, if this is a game that you might want to play. So you can play this on Xbox Game Pass. So if you have an Xbox Series X or S, you can play it on Game Pass there. It is also available through the PC Game Pass. So if you want to get it for PC on Game Pass, originally I thought I actually got it on Steam because I wanted to play it on my Steam Deck, theoretically. And I was hoping that there would be some accessibility features. Unfortunately, there's not really a lot in the way of accessibility, especially for blind low vision accessibility. But there is one new spell that is in the game that I have a story to tell you about that in a little bit. But there's a new spell called Clairvoyance that is very helpful that I kind of finally just figured out how in the hell it works. So main menu here, you got a horizontal menu. You see it works with Windows Magnifier. So I can zoom in, boom. The backgrounds here on the settings are actually really nice, our options. The text is reasonably sized. You do have a couple of font options here, so they do let you make the text a little bit bigger. You got your categories across the top. They're all little pictures, so you know it's not really words, but you know you've got your gameplay, your control, your screen, your keyboard and mouse, your bindings. You can remap keys. Not quite sure on the console version how much is remappable, but so there are a few, you know, niceties, modern niceties and stuff like that. There's, you know, your volume sliders and different things like that. But let's get into the game proper here. I'm just going to go to continue. I don't even remember where I left off, if I'm in the wilderness or if I'm actually in a town. I think... okay, so...
I think you want something. Well, what is it?
No, aren't we snooty?
My name is Margart. Professionally, I'm a trade consultant. I offer advanced mercantile training, by the way. But my real passion is alchemy. I love brewing up new and interesting potions, just for fun. It's a pity my busy consulting and training schedule leaves me little time for gathering ingredients. And heavens forfend that my husband, Itar, devote a few minutes from his all-consuming hobby stirring up trouble between Khajiits and Argonians to help me find ingredients.
So what you're saying is you want me to get ingredients for you. Okay, you don't really have... So this is our conversation interface. Since we basically got barraged by somebody right away, I figured I would show you that first. So I can go
I've
rumors.
been hearing disturbing tales about Oblivion gates opening all across Cyrodiil.
Yeah,
I hope it's just wild talk.
I just closed one of those a little while ago. And we can ask here.
I'm sure there's an abundance of exotic ingredients to be gathered nearby. In Blackwood, for example. Or along the Nibbin.
All right. And you do have this weird little mini game here. You basically can your
Go
persuasion
ahead.
wheel, and I'm not really going to do it here because I'm kind of bad at it. But and you have to really be able to kind of look like if you hover over some of these choices, you can kind of get a hint as to whether they're going to like it. If you can see their facial expressions subtly change. But you have things like you can bribe them, you can joke, you can compliment them, you can intimidate them, and you kind of do this for a few rounds. And if you do it right, you will gain better persuasion with them, and that will give you, maybe if it's a shopkeeper, maybe they'll give you a little bit of a discount, or maybe you get them to like you enough where like you'll walk up to some people and you'll be on a quest about something that's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know you well enough to do that, to tell you what you want to know. And so you can try to butter them up a little bit. But that is your little mini game.
Be seeing you.
So let's go into town real quick here. And I will show you the menu interface in a moment here. But I figure I'll just, show you around.
Greetings.
A little bit about, like what the towns are like and everything since we're right here. And then we'll go out in the wilderness, see if we can find some random cave or ruin or something like that. I actually really think that I should go, now that I know how the frickin' thing works, saving my money and stuff, I kind of want to I want to go learn a minor healing spell, because I bought one, but I looked at it and I didn't realize that I don't have enough mana or I don't have enough of my magic level high enough to be able to use that spell. So I have to buy a lesser one for now, or I have to learn a lesser one. So for magic you have scrolls and then you have spells. Scrolls are like your one-time use thing. Spells, spell books, once you learn them, then you can cast them if you're at a high enough level. So, again, if you're looking at this game, it actually looks really good. Although, there is something about it that seems a little like, yes, the graphics are way better in a lot of ways, and especially when you look at like the lighting at night, when you see torches, when you see the Oblivion gates, there's a little bit of ray tracing in there. That stuff looks really good, but there's something, like, I know it was overdone in the original, but like the original Oblivion had this really neat look about it. It had a lot of really saturated colors, like the leaves, the grass, the nature and stuff. Like look at the trees. Like everything is has this sort of almost like a washed out filter over it. Like yes, it looks good, but I miss just how bright and colorful the original was. Okay, so we got a church going off here. But like, let's say that I wanted to, okay, we can go into this lodge here. Every time you go into a building, there's a short loading time. But like I said, you can walk up to anybody. It is fully voice acted, so both for immersion and accessibility. You also want to be careful. Like you can grab any one of these items, but you got to really be careful. Make sure that you don't see red by them or accidentally click the wrong thing.
Welcome, stranger, to the
because you
Five
can
Claws. Food and beds, cheap and good, but most of all, your
Argonian.
hostess promises always clean. With Sedutsi gives you her guarantee. Everything clean, always, or you do not pay.
Okay. So, here you can ask for a bed, you can get a room, you can ask about the town, you can ask everybody about rumors, you got your persuade thing, and then let's say that I want to...
Have a look around.
This is your...
better prices in all Tamria.
Your shop, your barter interface. So on your left side, this is what I have. On the right side, this is what they have. And you got your currencies up top here. So actually the interface is not too bad. I will typically just turn magnifier on a little bit just so it's quicker and easier to see. So you have different ways where you can sort. That's a really nice thing. Like you can sort or arrange. You've got your major categories up top here, like your weapons, your armor, your miscellaneous, your magic, those types of things. And then below that, you can sort each category or all items. And they have different stats. So like a lot of things you want to watch out for is not only their gold value, but like their weight, because unfortunately, yes, Oblivion is one of those games where you have encumbrance, which is, I get why they do it, and yes, it can be more immersive. It's another thing to keep track of, but you know, I feel like we've moved on past that. It's like your typical escort missions or underwater missions that nobody likes. You could just say, you know what, it's a video game. There's magic, whatever. Encumbrance is just a pain in my ass. So if you get too over encumbered, you will not be able to move, or you will be moving very, 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 very slowly. There are ways. You can enchant armor eventually. You can get spells that will increase your carrying capacity, at least temporarily. When I played this the first time, I had this big brute character who I had all my armor, boosted my strength, which gave me boost in combat, but it also gave me strength so I could carry more. And then when I would go into a dungeon or an Oblivion Gate, I would have like 5 or 6 different spells that would also increase my strength. So I would cast like 5 or 6 spells so I could take basically an entire Daedric arsenal out of Oblivion Gates and then sell them to my fence for money. It was just ridiculous. But that's sort of this is sort of the UI. I kind of like the paper, the paper or the scroll type interface. I do wish they had, it's not terrible, especially if you use magnification. I do wish they had like a clean font option. So instead of having the little, like instead of having the more stylized font that they use right now, but that's generally your character interface.
You too.
So we'll just go ahead and exit out of this building here. We'll go back out into the town here. And we'll get the menu stuff out of the way first.
Good afternoon.
Okay, we got a storm coming in. So let's bring up we got our character sheet here. I am playing an orc, and I'm playing a female orc, because why not? Be different. Everyone gets so mad, oh, you can't have a female character in your game, God forbid. And you have a character creator, just like a lot of your RPGs. You got your character sheet here. You have your inventory again. So just like in the store interface, you've got your different categories. So like I got my weapons, I got my armor, and I wish there was a little bit more contrast in them, but it's not too bad. You can see which ones you have equipped currently. I'm rocking some iron armor at the moment. But yeah, then you have like all your different categories. So like you have like your food and your magic and all that jazz. You got your miscellaneous. Let's go back over to weapons here, or all. Okay, now here is a tip. And this is related to accessibility, so pay attention. I spent way too much time trying to figure this out because I got misled by, I don't remember if it was an article or a video that ended up telling me the wrong thing, and I spent way too much time trying to figure this shit out. So here's your spells. And in the remastered version of Oblivion, they have a new spell called Clairvoyance. They've had it in the Fallout games. I think they had it in Skyrim. And this is a spell that you can cast, and if you have a quest equipped, or if you're deep in a dungeon and are wanting to figure out your way out, you can cast it and you will see a nice glowy line on the ground for 30 seconds that will guide you either out of the dungeon or to your next objective. Problem is, I was told, or I had read or watched something that confused me, and I was under the impression that you had to find the spell. You had to unlock the spell at like a mage's guild or something. So I had to go find someone at the mage's guild, and you can buy certain spells from certain people in the mage's guild. So I went all the frick over the continent. I think I went into every town at least once or twice looking for, I go to find the people who sold the spells. Nobody was selling it. I'm like, where the hell? Because this is a basic level spell. And then I finally looked again and I found online, they said, oh, no, all you have to do is activate a quest. And then when you go to once you have a quest objective activated, then you can go over to your spells here and we have a little clairvoyance. And it'll just show up. And then you can map it to a hot button to do it. And then there's another thing where, so I can map any, like, let's say I want to map a weapon, maybe I want to map a spell, a heal spell, my clairvoyance, maybe I want to map a potion, anything like that. You can map all of those to your number row. There's like a little hot swap circle that you can activate. So if I hit R here, right now, yeah, so I have it set up here. I have it mapped to number 1. But yeah, like I said, if I wanted to activate or quick draw a weapon or anything that I wanted to quickly equip, I could do that. So there's your spells. And keep in mind, once you map the spell and you hit, let's say I hit number 1 and it doesn't do anything. Why won't it do anything? You actually have to hit, but on the computer it's default to C to cast a spell. So you map it and then when you hit C it'll cast that spell. So there's more than one step to it. But I'm embarrassed to say how much time I wasted trying to figure out this damn clairvoyance spell, because again, from an accessibility standpoint, it is a very, very helpful thing. Especially, let's go look at the map here. And this is kind of the way it looked before, but like, okay, we're in this little city here. Now I can zoom in a little bit here. Oh, whoops. So this is your big map, but if I zoom in even further, it'll give me a localized map, area map. But everything is sort of gray. Again, everything is kind of just got this like muted look. There's not a lot of color separation. I don't even see my arrow. So there's my mouse pointer to the right of the city there. And if I hit spacebar, it'll center me on where I am. Okay, so there's my arrow. Right there, that's where my character. Now that blends in. The arrow is okay size, but everything is the same bloody color. Like the arrow is muted, the background is muted, nothing stands out, and that is so damn frustrating. So especially if I'm trying to look at the map and everything, I wish I could make the UI here even a little bit bigger. Like I can kind of see it if I get really close, but again, I like the background and I like the dark background light font, but I want the text to be bigger. I want maybe a clear, like a plain text font. And menu narration would have been a godsend. I would have killed for menu narration just with all these menus and stuff. But if I scroll up with my mouse wheel, so now you get a localized view, and in this view, I can actually see things a little bit better because you don't have all the terrain in the background. I mean, you've got a little bit of it, but it's far less, it's understated a little bit more. So I can see my big arrow, I'm facing to the left, I see all my little squares here, and I see the little arrow pointing, hey, you should go this way because I have some quest activated. I don't even know what quest I have activated. But if I hover over these, you know, I can kind of see what the buildings are. I can set a custom waypoint. So like I want to make a waypoint to a store or to a mage's guild or a fighter's guild, whatever. You can do that. So that's your map. And then here are your quests. So your top one is going to be your active quest. And then you have, like I said, I've gotten a fair few quests. I've completed a few. But I've got my main quest and I've got a lot of side quests. And there are, you know, there's the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, the Thieves Guild. There's all these different factions where you can rank up in them and do a whole bunch of series of quests. And that's where the game shines. Honestly, like the main quest is, it's fine. But it's really these little local side quests. You want to talk to people. You want to join guilds. Because they will give you a lot of, like, that's where a lot of the personality and a lot of the fun of this game is, and just seeing what kind of quests you get. I should also mention this game does have all of the expansions that were with the original game. Like the Shivering Isles expansion was a crazy thing, man. That, like, you go into this other realm and there was this other crazy nut job that was running this kingdom, and he was several cans short of a six-pack. So, but yeah, so there's your quests. Let's see what we got there. So we got some other stuff here. And then you got your menu for saving, loading, options, quit, whatever. And now we're back to our characters. So enough of this menu nonsense. So if I hit number 1 and then I hit C, you see that? And it goes boom. Look at that nice shimmer. That looks so nice.
Well met.
Well met indeed, sir. I'm leaving the city. I'm not necessarily going to go through any quest in this video. We're just going to go out and explore the wilderness, let you guys see some, and even going through the wilderness here, like I said, I love, like, you can see it off in the distance.
You have words.
What? What do you want from me?
I can't sell you any horse flesh. You'll have to go inside and talk to Catface.
So you have Khajiit, which are the cat people, and then the Argonians, which are these, like, lizard people.
Farewell.
Ooh, I like this song, too. This is just some really good ambient. Yeah, just really nice and chill. So we're just going to wander around the wilderness here for a while. Let's unsheath our weapon. I've got kind of a sword daggery thing. You know what? I'm going to switch, actually. I want Warhammer, son. An orc must have his Warhammer. Okay, and I hear the music change. So somebody thinks he's gonna attack me, I think. Sounded like they were for a while. But one thing I liked about Oblivion is, again, and not only just the quests, but like you could just wander around the wilderness, put on a book. Hey, buddy. Are you going to try to attack me? Oh. There we go. I got him for you, dude. Alright, crab meat. Gotta loot our corpses. Hey, sir, how you doing? I'm just an orc. Out on the road. You know, but the quests in that was one thing, but like you couldn't really go, you know, you just walk a short distance and you'd find a cave, you'd find a ruin, you'd find whatever, and you would just go find it, you would loot, you know, fight bandits or creatures or whatever, and then once you get past a few, like, I would recommend doing the first, like, maybe 3 or 4 major story quests, because that will kind of open up the world and start, like, oh, you can do Oblivion gates and stuff now. But then just, you know, wander around and explore the world. This is a world that's really meant to be lived in, and you just go do whatever it is you want to do. I mean, yeah, you know, you have your main quest, you want to close the Oblivion gates, but you know what? I want to explore. I want to find stuff. So, okay, this is just an island of some sort. Is there anything worthwhile on this island? Got a giant tree. Okay, we got combat music. Well, we got another crab that thinks he's gonna be tough. Ah! One hit. Okay. More meat. And I don't know if you'd say it's controversial, but in a way I kind of like it where... So this game, you basically, as you do things, that's how you get experience. So if I run and jump a lot more, if I use my sword, if I use a bow and arrow, if I use whatever, the more I do that, you earn experience in that. Like you level up by doing. And yes, you can absolutely cheese it. Like, as long as you don't get hurt from too much fall damage, you know, I would be jumping and kind of just flying down hills. You hear that do-do-do that just happened. That means something leveled up. So we're going to continue on our mainland here. Okay, oh, we got a building. So we'll go see if somebody lives there. Or if I need to kick some ass. So let's sheathe. Let's be friendly first. Just in case. I'm going to scope the perimeter of this house. Figure out where the hell the door is. Okay. Now this, you see that red, I could lockpick this. So if I hit E, ooh, that is a tough lock too. I kind of like the Fallout one better, like where you turn and you do the pin thing. I've gotten okay at this lockpicking again. So basically you have the tumblers and you have to kind of flick it up, and when it's at its highest point, you lock it into place, but you will break your lockpicks if you mess it up. And I haven't even looked at my level. I think it's when you get to level 10, there's a shrine that you can find where you can do a quest and you get this skeleton key item, which basically means you don't have to buy lockpicks anymore. You can basically bust any lock you want. And boy, that was a great thing to have when I was playing this the first time. That's one of the other things I'm going to try to obtain ASAP in this run. So yeah, I'm just walking around looking to see what we can find here. We'll cruise down another road. If it was a lower lock, I might have tried to do it, but I figure we'll leave them alone. And you will get, you know, if you steal things, like I said, when you're in a building, make sure that you don't grab things that are red, because they will report you. You'll enter a town, and like I got busted just for stealing like an apple or a loaf of bread, and you have to pay the fine or you have to go to jail. You can try to break out, but then you only have like one lockpick to do it. Wait, am I in the border or what's going on here? Hold on. No? Why am I not? Oh. Huh. You know what? Let's fast travel to the mainland here. Actually, no. Let's not. Okay. So... I think I want to go up this way, because I want to say the shrine was somewhere north of this town that I was just in. So we're just going to wander around the wilderness a bit. Hopefully I will find a cave, and it would be even better if I found that shrine. Because then I have to go do like a local quest, and usually it's like kill something or get an item, whatever. At any time I can hit C again. Tells me whatever quest I have activated, go that way. So again, for an accessibility standpoint, I love that you have the compass up top there, but I don't have to rely on that. I can literally follow the breadcrumb trail. That is going to be extremely, extremely helpful, and it's going to lessen the frustration immensely now that I figured out how the frick to activate it. Because, like I said, I was looking all over the damn continent. Because I thought you had to go to the Mage Guild and buy it as a new quest. Nope. You did not. Hey, buddy. Hey, critter. I don't know if you belong to anybody. I could kill you for meat. But we've got a little shack here. Let's, alright, you're locked still. Let's see, okay, I'm facing north. And so now we have a new thing on our map. And once we've discovered it, I believe we can just fast travel there in the future if we want to. We can swim, as you can see here. I want to find like a cave or something so I can, you know, not fight mud crabs, but I want to fight like mages or bandits or something. I want to fight some humans or other bipeds. Oh, what do you know? Hey. Damn, you just got clocked. Okay, what do you have? You have, let's see. So let me go ahead and I'll just show you. So magnifier does work good. I want your lockpick. I'm not going to steal your clothes because I don't want to over encumber myself. Like if it's really valuable, I would. And if I had a lot more spells, I would. But right now, I'm kind of just wanting to... I kind of just want to like go kill stuff. Hopefully they drop gold or food or other stuff. You can get torches. There are also spells that you can cast that will give you light. And that is one that I might try to find at some point in the near future as well. And I believe, is it the Khajiit? That I think their species, if you choose that race, I think they can see in the dark. So that would be one advantage. And I can pick up these sometimes little flowers or other things. So if you do want to get into, like there was a Mage's Tower expansion later on, or when you get far enough into the Mage's Guild, like you can craft potions and stuff. I usually, if I see stuff, I just buy it, or I will sell it for money. So when I need some spare cash, I'd rather just use like build up my healing spell and heal myself that way, and then just use potions if I absolutely need to. Okay, I love the musical change. It's a good accessibility thing. Where are you, you shithead? Ah, okay, here you are. You're dead. There we go. More flesh. Alright, let's go see if... Let's go. And I like to, at least in the beginning, you know, as if I can map out the world more, even if my objective is, you know, halfway across the continent, I kind of like to walk there because you never know what incidental, that's what it's all about, is just finding incidental content. You might find somebody riding horseback and they get ambushed by a wolf or something and you can help them, or you never know what you'll encounter. Again, you'll find a cave, you'll find a shrine that you could pray to. Oh, hey, hey, hey. All right. So we've looted that. I mean, oh, there was a weird frame rate chop. The frame rate has been, it's been okay. My computer does rev up like a jet engine from time to time, but not horribly like some other games do. The first time you launch the game, it'll probably rev up your system by quite a bit, but yeah, you know, let's go to a whole different part of the map. Let's go. So there's your Imperial City. There's a whole bunch of zones in there. I should go and find the arena. Actually, let's see. To Market District. I forget which one is the Arena District. Palace. Temple District. Ah, Arena. Here we go. Yeah, I guess we could. We could go there. I haven't actually... We could go to the arena and we could see if we could win a fight or two, and then we'll wander out in the wilderness maybe a little bit again. Okay, yeah, so my computer revved up a little bit here. Holy shnikes, it's dark. Wait, what? I can't go in there right now? Why not? Oh, you must bet on... Oh. Okay, here we go. If I go on this side, this is where I think I can go and enter the... join the arena. So... We got all of our competitors here, and if I remember correctly, I'll know the guy when I see him. I think he's back. I think he's in the back, usually. God, it's so dark in here. Hey. Could be the time of night, too.
Hail, friend. I don't believe I've ever seen you down here in the Bloodworks before. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Agranak Gromalag. Most people just call me the Grey Prince. It's kind of silly, I know, but the people of Cyrodiil need heroes. I'm more than happy to oblige. Yes, it's what everyone calls me. I guess I'm partly to blame. I have never made it a secret that I'm actually only half orc. I am a lord's son, yet I've been denied the noble privilege to which I'm entitled. So I have become the Grey Prince, noble in my own right. Still, if I could prove who I really am and show the world that an orc can be noble in blood as well as deed, maybe, yes, you could help me.
I remember this quest, so he'll send me to a cave. Yeah,
I
let's...
grew up here in the Imperial City, but I was born elsewhere. My mother was a servant in the employ of Lord Leviticus and resided at his fortress. Lady Leviticus was a shrew of a woman. The Lord and my mother grew close and ultimately fell in love. I was the result of their union. When the lady learned of my birth, she was furious and threatened to kill both my mother and me. So we fled, leaving my claim to nobility behind.
Okay. Let me see. Please go on.
My mother died recently. Before she passed, she gave me this key and told me it would unlock the truth at the place of my birth, Crowhaven. Crowhaven is a ruined fort far to the west of here. I'd go myself, but my training regimen doesn't allow for the luxury of such an excursion. My friend, you must travel to Crowhaven and use the key to unlock whatever it is that holds the proof of my birthright. Find this proof and return it to me, and I'll share with you some of my finest combat techniques. Trust me, you can't learn these moves in a book.
All right, we have been given a quest. I remember that quest, and I won't spoil what actually happens. But again, now we know about one of the combatants. Let's do... So I can hit T at any time, and I'm going to wait... let's see, it is... let's wait a few hours here. Because then we'll probably get other combatants in here, and we might get the... I forget what you would call, like, the head dude. The head dude. So yeah, I remember this guy. Ah, here we go, this guy.
I'm a busy man, what is it? I don't know who you are, friend, but you've got about 10 seconds to tell me what you're doing in my bloodworks before I lop your arms off.
Oh, you don't want to mess with me, son. Yeah, I want to be a gladiator,
What?
man.
You want to be a combatant? Look at you! My granny could beat you, and she's dead. Wait, you're serious, aren't you?
Oh, them's fighting words, son. You don't
What
want
is it with you
you don't want
people?
none of this.
You walk in, want to be combatants, and your entrails end up decorating my red room. All right, it's your funeral. Welcome to the arena, you filthy pit dog. You're free to fight so long as you know the rules of competition. Now let
Okay.
me give you your battle raiment. It's the uniform of all arena combatants. Do you want a light raiment or a heavy raiment?
I'll take the heavy.
Here, wear it proudly. And keep it in good condition, would you? That way I can give it to some other suicidal idiot after you're dead.
Nah.
Just let me know when you're ready for a match, and we can get this over with.
Okay, let's see what we can do here.
That's me, genius. Down here, I'm the boss. I don't care if the Emperor's ghost is floating around. In the Bloodworks, he answers to me.
Somebody's got an attitude problem.
That's Isabel Andronicus, crabby old woman who sits over there. She's dear to me, so if you wrong her in any way, I'll rip your damn liver out.
Okay.
Ready? You call that ready? You're not even wearing your battle raiment. Don't talk to me again until you're suited up, you disrespectful maggot.
I was hoping that it would just... Okay, so let me go ahead and... Alright, let's go and put our armor on. Let's see. Arena, heavy. Okay, so it's just like one thing. Okay.
You haven't run home to Mama yet, huh? That's a good sign. So, you ready for a match, or do you just need some information?
I would like to beat
All
your
right,
ass.
maggot. Looks like you're suited up in your battle raiment and all set to go. The Red Room is just over there. When you're ready to get eviscerated, just head up the ramp to the arena. Good luck, and may Azura have mercy on your soul.
Oops. Oh no. I think I'm over encumbered. This could be bad actually because see how slow I'm moving right now? So, okay, I can still attack. Let me look at the... Drop that. Drop that. That. Keep my iron stuff for when I'm out of the arena. Shit, I'm still over encumbered. Let's see, what could I get? What could I drop for now? Steel war axe, steel hammer. Yeah, just drop them. I don't care about arrows right now. I mean, man, I gotta be able to move. Let's see, where does it show my weight again? Shield 280 out of 275. Okay, let me... Hey, all right, I can move again. Well, all right, we get to do an arena fight.
People of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. For this match, we've got some fresh meat, 2 brand new pit dogs. So let's not waste any time. Let the battle begin.
All right, gate has been lowered.
Victory will be mine! Oh, victory will be mine! Oh.
Will it now? Let's see. Yeah, I'm a little slow with this Warhammer at the moment, but... Yeah! Beat you, bitch. Can I not loot you? Arena combatants may not loot. Oh, why not? You're no fun.
The combatant from the blue team. Victor from the blue team. Leave the arena now and rest. You earned it.
Hell yeah. Alright, I could have grabbed that shield, but then I would have been over encumbered again. So let's sheathe. We'll go talk to our buddy, see if we can get some winnings or something here. Here we go.
By the 9 divines, you did it. You actually won. You ain't so bad after all, Pit Dog. You may even survive enough matches to advance in rank. Here, kid. This is your payout for the victory. There's more where that came from if you can keep on winning. Now go unwind before your next fight.
Hell yeah. Okay, so I showed you an arena battle. Let's go surface and we'll wander around the wilderness just a little bit more so you can see. Again, I would love to be able to find a cave or something, fight some goblins or something, or some bandits or mages or something. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually let's do this. Let's put on our iron stuff, and I'm gonna put my shield on, and then I'm gonna switch from my warhammer because it's kind of slow. Let's use this. It's a little shorter blade, but okay, so let's go into our map, and I'm just gonna fast travel. Let's see, let's go just to a, yeah, I think there's a cave here that I discovered at some point. All right. So it's a nice little green a little bit, but even like the green, it's still sort of muted. I really miss that really vibrant look of the original. Yes, the graphics are better, but there's just something more muted about it. The draw distance is way better though. Like one thing I remember, even on high-end cards back then, I think that was when I had my no, that wasn't GeForce 3. I don't even remember what card that was, because GeForce 3 was when I was in college. It was the card I had after that, and I don't remember for the life of me what it was. But it... Okay, what the hell? Okay. Like if you looked off in the distance, you would see almost like a checkerboard effect of how the terrain would fill in, and then as you get closer, it would fill in more detail. But now it doesn't do that. So I'll show. All right. So we'll show you a little bit of combat in the cave because I'm sure there's dudes down here. Yeah, I really should go to a mage's guild and find like a luminescence spell or something. I don't even know what it's called. Grab some shrooms. Oh, I should have sold or dropped something because I can't carry much. I'm going to be encumbered again. Ooh, a lockpick. Yeah, that won't waste any weight, really. That warhammer is what's going to kill me. Alright, we'll grab some more potions. So, you know, this is what you do. It's a first-person RPG, and you go on quests, you loot, you find ruins and dungeons and fetch quests, and you got your arena. Again, like things like your Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood. Wait, I thought I had my... Why don't I have my shield up here? Hang on. Why don't I have my... I didn't even notice that. There we go. Now I gotta... Now I've got defense. Grab a shroom. Or a cap, as they call them in this game. What is that? Can bring up my map. Again, I can zoom in. Now I can see how much of this cave I've actually explored, which is not much. Ooh, there's another path to the right that I could have gone down. Okay, it looks like that might be like it looks like it loops on together, so we might be able to come back. Let's just explore and see what happens here. Oh, we got an archer, you say. I don't like... I hope this pauses. I'm gonna try... What? Okay. What can't I... Why can't I activate any of these? What the hell? No. Let's use the axe. Yeah, there we go. Ow! You dick. Shooting your arrows at me. And now you're dead. Okay, you don't have anything of value. How about you? Iron arrow. A mace. Yeah, it's a rusty one. We'll leave it for now. We'll see if we can find some treasure or something down here. So there's clearly somebody. We could go down, but let's cover this surface here first, or this level. I hear combat music still. I'd love to be able to... Oh, there you are. Nice. Clocked your ass good. Alright, potion. And another lockpick. Yeah. Just means I don't have to buy anymore. For a while. Till I find that damn skeleton key. Oh, and I should also mention, which I should look at my durability here. Your weapons do have durability, and so you do have to buy repair hammers. I think there's a unbreakable repair hammer eventually somewhere too. But okay, where is there? Oh, there you are. Hi, sir, Mr. Goblin. And now I will loot you. Lockpick. And I'll leave that alone. Anybody else gonna take pot shots at me down by your fire here? Look at the... I mean, I will say that fire effect there is really nice. Like, I like the way it all glows. That looks really good. Can I climb up here? Yes, I can. Whoa. Perish, you foul beast. Okay. I have no idea where I am. But we've killed a few dudes. I think this is where we go. I think this is where I want to go if I... yeah, I want to go further down. Oh shit. Okay, that was a drop. Ow! Who the f... Who the hell is shooting me and where are you shooting me from? You rat bastard. That's right. Stupid creature. Nothing I want from you. Okay. But yeah, when I made that drop, so now that'll boost my agility a little bit. Even though I got hurt some. Ooh. A chest. I got me gold, and I got me lockpick. That was worth it. Got another fire down here. Is that all that was down here? Oh, okay, that's where it loops around. Okay, so I've pretty much... Yeah, I think I've pretty much explored this. So if I can figure out how to hang a left, and I can get my ass out of this cave. But am I able to do that? Like, it looks like a dead end down here. Because if I go this way, that's just going to take me... Okay, that's going to take me up. How the hell do I get... Little skulls on pikes there. That's a nice effect. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to go around. There must be... not be able to get around. Okay, so it wasn't really that valuable of a chest. But we got experience and whatnot, so that's worth it, I suppose. So let's go ahead and hit C. And this should guide us back out yonder. We still have to probably watch out for dudes, but... Okay, yep, this way. Oh, so good. Why don't all games have sparklies? I want all games to have sparklies for paths and stuff. You have no idea how much that helps low vision accessibility. Criminy sake, it just helps so much. And there we go. We looted a cave, killed some goblins. Got a little bit of gold, a few lockpicks. And now we are out in the wilderness again. And I'll wander for a minute or two outside here just to see if anything pops up. I think there's... Oh, I was going to say, I bet you there's wolves or something around here. Oh, what do you know? Yep. Bad puppy. Give me your wolf pelt. Ah, shit, I'm encumbered again. So, in that case, let me go ahead and I'm going to go to the, see, is this the market district? I think, yeah. Oh, Is there a... I think it won't let you teleport if there's a enemy around you. But I didn't... I have peaceful music, so it should let me. Oh, if I'm over encumbered, maybe you can't teleport? That sucks, anus. Is that what it is, too? Is that really what it is? Let's see. Okay, I just got to eat a little something. Or let's see. Sure. So I should be able to, if it's the encumberment thing that was causing me problems, I should be able to go teleport now. Yes, you can't teleport when you're encumbered. Damn it, they cut off my ploy. Just encumber myself and travel to somewhere where I can instantly sell shit. They won't let me do that. Alright, so let's sheath this, and I'll introduce you to my orc brethren over here, and then we'll wrap it up. He is over in here somewhere. It's like... But we're going to have to probably wait until... Yeah, this is the one. So let's go ahead. It is... What time is it? Alright, let's go ahead and we'll just... wait here for a few hours. I don't even have that much to sell. That's the problem. I mean, I guess I got a shit ton of potions, and I don't think those add up all that much, do they? But maybe. So yeah, now we can go smash, slash and smash or whatever. Hey, buddy.
What?
What? All right. So now we can. Let's see. We can barter. Repair.
Let's do business.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff that we could sell. So I think that is where we are going to wrap it up. I'll do this off camera. But at least I showed you a little bit of gameplay. I explained how that clairvoyance thing works because, again, especially for low vision, that is super important. Not having to look at the map all the time, not having to try to read the compass up at the top there, although I do like the dark background that they have for that. Just being able to cast that, it's a shame that it wasn't really that intuitive. Like, if there was a tutorial message about it, I don't remember seeing it. I mean, if literally all you have to do is have a quest active, and then go and enable that quest, that should be part of the tutorial dungeon for the new game. Now, I guess, again, they're building on off of the old game, so they would probably have to build in like a separate set of tooltips or whatever that weren't in the original game, but still, again, I think that's one of the first things that will be immediately helpful for low vision players, and anyone for that matter. But that is a look at the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. It is available, as I said, on the Xbox platforms, PC. It is available on Game Pass for both. It is available on Steam, and I believe even the PS5. So if you want to play this, you can pretty much play it on any modern platform. And if I had to guess, you're probably going to see a Switch 2 port once the system's been out for a little while too. That would not surprise me at all. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. You can follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, Blue Sky at Illegally Cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.